What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Jasmine, aka Jazz Work From Home. You know, sometimes you gotta learn how to stop responding to people. I'm serious. Some people get up every day, they brush their teeth, wash their ass, or maybe they don't wash their asses or brush their teeth, whatever, and they get up and they live to torment people and to get a reaction out of people. I remember working at this place. I was there temporary. I was working with a staffing agent. I was living in Charlotte, and there was this racist white man in there, and he was trying to get rid of his grill crook position. I don't know why he just didn't quit. That was so stupid. But he didn't want to leave the company until he found somebody to replace him, right? And I remember him walking up to me, and he was like, "Oh, I think you would be a great, candidate for my position, even though you got a little ghetto in you." That's what he said. And I remember I was in my 20s, early 20s at the time. And I was like, what? Excuse me? I said, no, I'm not ghetto. No, it's okay. You are. But I think that at that moment, it made me feel uncomfortable. It made me upset. I was very disgusted with his behavior. And, later on, a couple of employees pulled me to the side, black and brown and white. They was like, yeah, he's racist. None of us in here are like that, but he's the only racist piece of shit that's in here. Don't let what he says do to you get to you, right? And being a black woman in America, because anti-blackness, unfortunately, it's a global thing. It doesn't matter where you go, what other country you go to, what other state you go to, anti-blackness is a thing, okay? And I would go on with my life, and people be trying to call me the N-word, and I ain't gonna lie, it made me get upset. But then something happened. I started learning how to stop responding to people, because I noticed that that's what they were looking for. Yeah, N-word. I think people in your community is ghetto. Yeah. And now I just look at people. I just look at them like, and they're, oh, did you hear what I said? I said that you were ghetto. I called you the N-word. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? I'm just, have a good day. And I keep walking. It's like, wow, she won't give me the response that I need. And this is where some of them, try to get a little physical with you. And hey, take care of business. I'm not gonna be the one to say be passive and just pray about it. Yeah, I'll pray later. I will say, if you haven't made peace with your maker, you put your hands on me and you get physical, go ahead and make sure you make peace with him, okay? And that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, people are weird. They want you to react, and I don't react. I've worked with a lot of racist people, and it's just like, wow, they really can't figure out how I'm not getting angry or lashing out on them. And I'm not saying that I'm cool with them saying racist stuff, but what I've learned is that people wake up, like I said at the beginning of this video, people wake up and they want you to respond to them. Now, I know some of my brothers and sisters, and I don't blame them. Some of my brothers and sisters, you can't, they're not gonna be calm like me. They might slap the shit out of you. They might clap back. But what I'm saying is, I don't argue with people. I'm not passive aggressive. I'm not, compliant. I just understand that certain people do certain things to get a reaction because they are miserable and unhappy with their life, and the only way that they can get through the day is by causing chaos. And when you stop responding to people and you stop giving them power over you, you take back your power. And then you just get to look at them with this blank stare. I just do this blank stare, like, and I keep walking. And it upsets them, because it's like, wow, she didn't get mad at that. I said X, Y, and Z. I'm doing everything I can do to piss her off. And now I got to figure out another way to get to her. And I'm just saying, be safe out there. Don't argue with people. Be safe out there, y'all. Don't argue with anybody. Stop responding, because a lot of times we want to react and we want to respond, and a lot of us end up losing our lives, okay, over responding and reacting. Think about what it is that you're doing. Think about what the other person is trying to do to you and get out of you by using simple words. Now, I didn't say just sit there if they trying to get physical. I didn't say just sit there and let it happen. But words are words, and they may hurt and they may upset you and they may infuriate you, but don't let anybody get you to act out of your character. Always remember who you are, period.